Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a new episode of Target English Grade 9. In this lesson, we are going to tackle and cover the reading comprehension related to Unit 5 under the title of the environment. First of all, let's look at the text itself. This text is an expository text. What is meant by the word expository? An expository text is a text that explains what something is and how many types of the thing there can be. It relies on facts, dates, times, places to explain events. And as you can see, my dear viewers, in our student's book, page 40, under the title of the environment, we have this text. Before going into more details related to the text, let's talk about the title of this unit. The title of this unit is the environment. What is meant by the word environment? Basically, the environment means the surroundings or conditions in which a person, an animal, or a plant lives. In other words, everything that surrounds us, that surrounds the animals and plants. Do you remember, my dear viewers, how to identify the main idea of a text? Well, we talked about this in the past episodes, and we are going to talk about it again. The main idea is the thought that is presented from the beginning of the text until the end. While trying to find out the main idea, ask yourself the following questions. Keep these questions in mind. The first question: what idea is common to most of the text? Which means which idea is presented throughout the text? What is the idea that relates the parts to the whole? So it's like a jigsaw puzzle, and you have to bring the pieces together to come up with a full picture. What opinion do the parts support? This leads us to the topic sentence and the supporting sentences and ideas of the related paragraph and text. Where can we find the main idea of a text? First of all, the main ideas are often found at the beginning of paragraphs. At the beginning of each paragraph, you may find the main idea of the paragraph itself. The first sentence often explains the subject being discussed in the passage. Main ideas are also found in the concluding sentences of a paragraph. You find it at the start of the paragraph and at the end, where you try to sum up or conclude the whole paragraph in a couple of sentences. And now, let's apply the previous criteria on the new text that is shown on page 40. First of all, let's read the initial sentence of each paragraph. We have the first paragraph. Obviously, it is a fact that pollution arises because of the harm we cause to the environment. Our planet is suffocating, and we are definitely the source of the problem. Paragraph number 2. Secondly, these days, we depend heavily on vehicles and engines to transport people and goods. Cars, trucks, trains, shipping vessels, and airplanes all consume plenty of fossil fuels to work. Paragraph number 3. Last but not least, household cleaning products, painting supplies, pesticides, and fertilizers release harmful chemicals into the air and cause pollution. What is the main idea of the text? We read the 3 paragraphs, the first sentences of each paragraph. What is the main idea of this text? How to transport people and goods, the importance of using cars and trucks, the various reasons for world pollution, how to use household cleaning products. It's clear in the first sentence of the paragraph. The main idea is, as it is shown here, It is a fact that pollution arises because of the harm we cause to the environment. So the answer is to this question is C, the various reasons for world pollution. And now it's time to practice reading comprehension and its questions. First of all, there are several types of questions that we are going to take in this episode and we tackled and covered in the previous episodes. First of all, the first type of questions is the MCQ questions, multiple choice questions, where you have to choose the answer from A, B, C, and D. These can include the best title, the main idea of the paragraph, unfamiliar vocabulary, which means the synonyms and antonyms of specific words, word reference, locating explicit information, extracting implicit information, and the purpose of the writer or the moral lesson. The second type of questions is the productive questions, i.e. the explicit and implicit. We have the text here in front of us in our student's book, page 40. Let's read the text together. Obviously, it is a fact that pollution arises because of the harm we cause to the environment. Our planet is suffocating, and we are definitely the source of the problem. Air pollution is the consequence of human actions. Firstly, chimneys on top of factories emit a lot of smoke and fumes into the air. Waste from industries, power plants, and petroleum refineries emit high levels of carbon monoxide and chemicals into the air. Secondly, these days we depend heavily on vehicles and engines to transport people and goods. Cars, trucks, trains, shipping vessels, and airplanes all consume plenty of fossil fuels to work. Emissions from their engines contain pollutants. On their way, they cause great harm to people who breathe them. Additionally, they react with environmental gases to create further toxic gases. Last but not least, household cleaning products, painting supplies, pesticides, and fertilizers release harmful chemicals into the air and cause pollution. We are in a state of worldwide emergency. Unless we address the issue wisely and seriously, we will surely face a disaster. Pollution is an environmental problem that requires urgent attention and action. And now, we have to choose the correct answer from the following A, B, C, and D. Question number 1. What is the best title for the text? Or the best title for the text could be Human Problems, Environment Problems, Transportation Problems, Engines Problems. We read the text as a whole, and throughout the text we are talking about the environment problems, the earth is suffocating. So the answer is, excellent job, my dear viewers. The answer is environment problems. The underlined word emit in paragraph 1 means to, first of all, in these types of questions, we have to, first of all, locate the word itself. If we don't know the meaning of the word, what shall we do? Yes, you should go to the sentence before the word itself and try to understand the word itself from the context. So, we located the word emit, and we need to read it from the first of the start of the sentence itself. Waste from industries, power plants, and petroleum refineries emit high levels of carbon monoxide and chemicals into the air. So, emit, does it mean to release, to take, to block, to hold? Wastes, industries, power plants, petroleum refineries, they all emit high levels of carbon monoxide. So they release high levels of carbon monoxide. The third question, the underlined pronoun that in paragraph 3 refers to, we have to also locate the word itself and read the sentence from the start, from the beginning. We have located, as you can see in front of you, the word that, and we have to read the sentence before. Pollution is an environmental problem that requires urgent attention and action. First of all, let's look at the possible answers. Is it a disaster, an issue, a problem, or an emergency? Pollution is an environmental problem that. The answer is right in front of you, my dear viewers. So the answer is that refers to problem. Problem is the answer. C, because as you can see, it is just right in front of the pronoun that. Number 4, according to the text, emissions from vehicles react with. So as the question states, the answer is from the text, according to the text. Is it environmental gases? So from the emissions from the vehicles react with environmental gases, people and goods, fossil fuels, heavy engines. Let's read the text itself, and we have located the answer for you, as you can see in front of you. Additionally, they react with environmental gases to create further toxic gases. So the answer is environmental gases. Number 5, the purpose of the writer is to explain the real causes of air pollution, advertise some different means of transport, inform us of the consequences of air pollution, raise awareness of the necessity to save fossil fuels. As we can see together, as we read the text itself, the answer is to explain the real causes of air pollution, because the earth is suffocating, cars, buses, airplanes. These are all considered types or a source of air pollution. And now we have to answer the following questions. Number 1, who did the writer blame for air pollution? And these type of questions, we have to first read the text and locate the information that we need. So we read the text in the previous slides, and we have located what we need and want. So let's read the sentences with you. Obviously, it is a fact that pollution arises because of the harm we cause to the environment. Our planet is suffocating, and we are definitely the source of the problem. Air pollution is the consequence of human actions. So, first of all, the writer told us in his text that we are definitely the source of the problem. Air pollution is the consequence of human actions. It is the consequence of our own actions. So, who did the writer blame? Who? The answer is yes, as the writer stated in his text, we are definitely. Who are we? Humans. We humans are definitely the source of this problem. which is air pollution. Question number 2. What ideas did the writer use to defend his opinion? Again, we have to locate what we need from the text itself. And as you can see in front of you in the slide, firstly, chimneys on top of factories emit a lot of smoke and fumes into the air. Wastes from industries, power plants, and petroleum refineries emit high levels of carbon monoxide and chemicals into the air. So, what ideas did the writer use to defend his opinion? What ideas did the writer put to support his statement? As you can see, secondly, emissions from engines of cars, trains, ships, and airplanes contain pollutants. So it is clearly stated in front of you that the answer, or that the ideas that the writer used to defend his opinion, are stated in this sentence. In this episode, we practiced reading an expository text for detailed information, and we tackled different types of reading comprehension questions and activities. My dear viewers, thank you all for watching and hope to see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.